Have you ever wondered what would happen if a government agency started using ChatGPT, or any AI tool really, to decide billion-dollar grant funding with a few keystrokes? Well, buckle up, because that's exactly what just happened. The Department of Governmental Efficiency, or DOGE, didn't just try this. According to a federal judge, they managed to do it. And they did it in a way that was both dumb and, more importantly, illegal. We're unpacking a story that hits the messy intersections of technology and law. Welcome back to the channel. If you like deep dives into how new tech reshapes our world, sometimes in totally bizarre ways, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. Let us know in the comments, would you trust AI to decide where your tax dollars go? We're genuinely curious to hear your thoughts on this one. So, what really went down with DOGE? And why is the use of ChatGPT making headlines in legal and tech circles right now? Let's start with the basics. The Department of Governmental Efficiency, yes, that's a real agency, was put in charge of handing out well over $100 million in grant funding. Their job wasn't just to choose who gets the money, but to do it in a way that fits within constitutional law and executive orders. Sounds straightforward, right? Well, here's where things get wild. DOGE was tasked with evaluating a vast pile of applications dealing with history, philosophy, and the arts. Instead of using human eyes and expertise, they plugged the applications into ChatGPT and asked a blunt question. Is this grant related to diversity, equity, and inclusion? If you know how AI models work, you're shaking your head. ChatGPT is a brainstorming tool. It does not have legal training or the ability to make constitutional decisions. According to a 143-page ruling by Judge Colleen McMahon, this shortcut wasn't just lazy, it was flat-out unconstitutional. The judge was very clear on this point. She said, "It could not be more obvious that DOGE used the mere presence of particular protected characteristics to disqualify grants. If ChatGPT flagged it, the grant was cut, without further examination." Imagine your application gets tossed by a chatbot based on an algorithmic hunch. That's discriminatory. In 2025, a coalition of humanities groups realized their funding was being abruptly canceled. They found the common factor. DOGE had recently revamped its process. When these organizations sued, it became clear that an AI tool, not actual experts, was acting as judge and jury over valuable public funding. This crossed a bright legal line. Federal agencies must follow protections around fairness and transparency. Automating away human judgment flunks all of those basic constitutional requirements. Judge McMahon ruled the $100 million in grants must be reinstated. Agencies must now go back to documented, unbiased evaluations. There is a world of difference between using AI to help inform decisions and using it to single-handedly make them, especially when they impact people's rights. Think about it like this. A calculator can help you crunch numbers, but it can't tell you if you should approve a loan or award funding based on ethics. So, what should you do? 1. Always use AI as a tool, not a final arbiter. This is a critical distinction for any business leader or executive. 2. Maintain human oversight, especially for high-stakes decisions. We understand the pressure for efficiency, but it cannot come at the cost of due process. And 3, be transparent. Your process must stand up to public scrutiny and legal review. You shouldn't be afraid to show your work. Now we want to go deeper. Let's break down the black box problem and why this ruling is a watershed moment for the AI industry. The black box refers to when AI makes a choice, but we can't see the why. In government, this violates the Administrative Procedure Act, which requires reasoned decisions. If we can't explain the decision, we can't defend it in court. This creates a massive liability for any organization, public or private, using AI for classification. This case sets a precedent for other agencies like the IRS or DMV. If they use AI to flag you for an audit or deny a license, they now know the AI said-so defense won't hold up. In our experience implementing AI for legal and engineering firms, we've seen that blind trust in algorithmic output always leads to errors. We've seen it time and again. Consider the technical failure. LLMs can hallucinate or interpret keywords without nuance. A grant about historical social structures might be flagged erroneously as DEI. Just because a word appears in a text doesn't mean the text is about that topic in a disqualifying way. AI lacks the semantic depth for these high-level legal filters. For you in the private sector, this is a warning shot. If you use AI for hiring or loan approvals, you are inheriting the same legal risks DOGE did. We suggest implementing a rigorous AI audit. We must check our models for bias and ensure that a human expert is the final signatory on any life-altering decision. Globally, we're seeing a shift. The EU AI Act already classifies systems used in public administration as high risk, requiring intense documentation and safety checks. The US courts are now aligning with this global standard. The more impact a decision has, the less we should rely on unmonitored automation. Contrast this with a successful implementation where AI flags potential issues for human review. That increases efficiency by 40% without sacrificing legality. DOGE did the opposite. They used AI as a wall, not a filter. And that wall just came crashing down at the cost of millions in legal fees and taxpayer time. This is a failure of change management. We must train our teams not just on how to use AI, but on its ethical and legal boundaries. We can't forget the why. The ROI of DOGE's efficiency was negative. They saved hours in review, but lost years in litigation. We must define ROI through the lens of long-term compliance. To summarize for our executive audience, AI creates legal liability if used as a decision maker. It also has a technical fragility when handling nuanced text. Human accountability is non-negotiable. Strategic patience in implementation saves us from the kind of public embarrassment we're seeing with DOGE today. We believe in the power of AI to transform our world for the better. But we must innovate responsibly. We owe that to our citizens and our stakeholders. Automation is no excuse for violating rights or sidestepping critical thinking. We must remember that technology is our servant, not our master. We must demand that those in power use AI wisely, and we must hold our own organizations to that same high standard of ethics and transparency. How would you feel if decisions affecting your career were made by a chatbot? We want to know your stories. Drop them in the comments below. Thanks for tuning in to today's breakdown. If this story made you think twice about how AI is being used, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And if you're interested in more stories about AI and technology, click that video in the corner for more deep dives. See you in the next one. And remember, use AI wisely and demand that those in power do the same.